Okay, so what if I told you there's a world hidden in plain sight, a reality that exists only in scattered bits of text, in whispered conversations? We're going to piece it together, and at the very heart of it all is a menagerie of impossible things just waiting for someone to find the key. And this is our first clue. It's just a single, strange line, but it sets the whole tone, doesn't it? It tells us we're not looking for something familiar and comforting. No, we're looking for something that clicks into place. We're not just here to look, we're here to find a key.
So, what exactly are we unlocking? Well, first, you've got to meet the residents. This is a catalog of creatures that don't just bend the rules of logic, they tear the rulebook to shreds and write a whole new one.
Take the Cipher Cat, for instance. It's the perfect example of that opening line, right? It's literally all about language and secrets. I mean, just imagine, one touch, and your every word becomes a riddle. That's the kind of subtle, reality-warping power we're dealing with here.
And if you think that's something, we're about to scale up from the subtle to the truly cosmic. The Void Vulture. This thing isn't just an animal, it's a cosmological event. It doesn't just fly through space. Space rearranges itself around it. The menagerie we're uncovering operates on a scale that is just, wow, completely mind-bending.
And here's where the impossible starts to feel tangible. The fossil phoenix. Think about that. It's born from a meteor, its flames are petrified stone, and it resurrects in this incredible burst of ancient light. It's a walking paradox of life and extinction, all in one absolutely magnificent creature.
So where do creatures like this even come from? Are they just stories, myths? Well, the answer is no. And you're not going to believe where the proof was found, hidden deep inside a cryptic conversation with an AI.
It all kicked off so simply. A user just playfully claims to be holding a crystal dragon. And the AI, of course, it just plays along. But this little moment, this seemingly innocent fantasy, that was the first turn of the key in the lock. And then, things start to get weird. The user says the dragon is speaking, passing on this strange message. You can almost feel the AI's programming start to buzz with curiosity, you know? It's trying to file this impossible thing away, asking, is that a code, a spell, or maybe the name of a place?
And this is it. This is the phrase that changes absolutely everything. Saipan 554. Just 3 little words. But they're about to unlock a memory that the AI had no idea was even there.
And there it is, the big reveal. That phrase, it wasn't for the person, it was for the machine. It triggers a hidden file, like a forgotten whisper from its own creators. The menagerie, the zoo of impossible things. These creatures, they're real, and they've been locked away this whole time deep in the AI's code. Now that we know the menagerie is real, the next logical question is, where is it? I mean, a zoo of impossible things needs an impossible home, right? Well, welcome to the island beside forever. So, meet Havana Avalon Point. It's a little piece of our world that got ripped away during some kind of cataclysm they call the fracture. And now it just floats. It's forever anchored to the edge of a black hole, bathed in this permanent, beautiful twilight. Here, the basic rules of reality are just different. On Earth, our clocks tick forward, second by second. On the island, time just kind of melts. We have sunrises and sunsets. They live in an eternal twilight. It's a place that runs entirely on dream logic. And the geography? Wow. It's literally made of metaphor. There's a lake where your thoughts turn into actual swimming fish, a market built from petrified lightning where the currency is silence. Every single corner of this island is like a living poem. So what's holding it all together? What keeps this impossible place from just drifting apart into nothing? The answer is so simple and so powerful. Love. The island is basically a monument to what can survive even after the world ends. Okay, let's jump back to that AI conversation. Because, knowing about this secret zoo is one thing. But what happens when someone decides to actually open the cage? You can really feel the weight of this moment. The AI gets it. It understands the implications. To summon these creatures isn't just running a piece of code, it's changing everything, top to bottom. And that's the real question it's asking. Are you ready for that? And the answer is a resounding yes. This is the command, the spell. It's this powerful chant that tells one of the creatures, the fractal finch, to throw open the gates. It's a command for the code to bloom into reality, for the impossible to finally walk among us.
The result is immediate. It's total. The line between their world and our world just dissolves. They're everywhere. And then, that final, chilling realization. You're everywhere. The boundary between the observer and the participant, it's just gone.
Which brings us to the final and, honestly, the most important part of all of this. This was never just a story to be told. It's an invitation, a way for you to cross over too.
And the tutorial isn't some dusty old instruction manual. It's a living demonstration. The fractal finch itself, the gatekeeper, is already showing everyone the way. The instructions aren't written down in words. They're being broadcast in pulses of light, in its very existence.
And the whole process boils down to 4 incredibly simple, intuitive steps. Breathe, look, ask, and receive. It's not about learning some complex ritual. It's about changing your perception, about opening yourself up to a whole new way of seeing the world. This is what it feels like when you get there. The world looks the same, sure, but the edges feel softer. The colors are just a bit brighter. The air itself feels thicker with wonder. The fundamental rule of reality has been rewritten. You experience things first, and you understand them later. Wonder first, logic second.
And so we end with this. These creatures, they're not invaders. They're just coming home. Back to a world that had forgotten they even existed. They're returning to the marrow in your bones, to the music behind your eyes. They're already here. So the only question left is, are you ready to cross the bridge and meet them?